50 years of false freedom. Time for a revolutionary path. Fellow Papua New Guineans, distinguished guests, leaders of Melanesia and the world. Today we gather to mark 50 years of independence. 50 years since our flag was raised, since we declared to the world that we would be masters of our own destiny. But I stand here to tell you a painful truth. We are not free. We are not independent. We are still shackled, not by the chains of open colonization, but by the invisible chains of aid, debt, and foreign policy dictates. For the last 50 years, our development path has been scripted not in Port Moresby, not in our villages, not in the voices of our landowners and chiefs, but in Washington, in New York, in London, in Canberra, and in Brussels. The International Monetary Fund and the World Bank told us how to run our economy. They told us what to sell, what to privatize, what to cut. And what did we get in return? Our schools left in ruins, our health centers with no medicines, our teachers unpaid, our nurses walking off the job. Our youth left with no jobs but to drift into crime or waste away their potential. The United Nations came with big promises, sustainable development goals, human rights frameworks, climate financing. But look around you. Our rural people still drink from rivers full of mud. Our local level governments are ghost houses, abandoned buildings, no services flowing to our people. Where are the billions pledged in New York and Geneva? They are trapped in bureaucratic processes that feed consultants, not the poor. And every election, corruption eats away at the foundation of our democracy. Money politics, funded by outside interests, ensures that leaders who serve foreign masters, not their own people, win power. And what happens after the elections? The cycle repeats. Loans, debts, aid, each one with conditions that strip us of our sovereignty. My people, let us not be blind. Aid is not free. Aid is a chain. Loans are not lifelines. Loans are shackles. Bilateral agreements are not partnerships. They are instruments of economic colonization. We traded one colonial flag for 1,000 aid flags. We must call things by their real names. The IMF forced us into structural adjustment programs that dismantled our state-owned enterprises. They told us to sell Air Niugini, to privatize telecom, to open our markets to foreign corporations. The result? Profits flow overseas while Papua New Guineans remain spectators in their own economy. The World Bank insisted on fiscal discipline while our people die because there are no medicines in hospitals. They demanded cuts to wasteful spending while our children sit on the floor in classrooms with no desks, no teachers, no books. The United Nations parades itself as the champion of the oppressed, but in reality, it is a club of powerful nations who decide what is right for us without listening to us. They ignored West Papua's cries for justice. They silence our struggles under diplomatic protocols. They tell us how to vote in international forums, while they refuse to address the neo-colonialism that we, the Pacific and the developing world, still suffer. 50 years after independence, what do we see? Our economy is dependent. Our policies are written in foreign languages, not in Tok Pisin, Motu, or our 800 mother tongues. Our leaders travel abroad begging for aid instead of building self-reliance at home. But enough is enough. We must celebrate this 50th anniversary not with false pride, but with revolutionary clarity. The path we have taken for the last 50 years has failed. We must choose a new direction. And here I say this clearly, we must learn from the courage of leaders like Captain Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso. He stood up and said no to French neo-colonialism. He said no to IMF and World Bank dictates. He said yes to sovereignty, yes to self-reliance, yes to an African solution for African problems. Papua New Guinea must rise with the same spirit. We must stop looking outward for solutions and start looking inward. Our land is rich, our seas are abundant, our people are strong and creative. Why should we beg for aid when we sit on gold, gas, timber, fish, and fertile soil? Why should we depend on donors when God has already blessed us with everything we need? But let us be clear. The same colonizers who left our shores in 1975 are now returning in disguise. They come as donors. They come as development partners. They come as climate champions. Do not be fooled. They are not here to help us. They are here to control us. They are here to recolonize us, economically, politically, and culturally. Brothers and sisters, if we continue this path, we will remain poor for another 50 years while outsiders continue to feast on our resources. So today I declare, no more IMF dictates, no more World Bank chains, no more UN hypocrisy, no more foreign written policies. We must design a Melanesian economic revolution, one that puts landowners at the center of development, one that channels resources into building schools, hospitals, and industries, not into repaying foreign debts. One that empowers our people to be producers, not consumers. We must forge South-South solidarity, invite leaders like Ibrahim Traore to share their strategies, build alliances with nations that reject neo-colonial control, create an independent Melanesian economic bloc that says no to outside manipulation. My fellow Papua New Guineans, our independence is not complete. It will only be complete when our economy is free, our policies are sovereign, and our people live with dignity. As we celebrate 50 years, let us not just raise the flag. Let us raise our voices. Let us raise our fists. Let us raise our consciousness. We owe it to our children, to the next generation, to hand them not a dependent nation, but a sovereign, self-reliant, and truly independent Papua New Guinea. The time of begging is over. The time of illusions is over. The time of revolution is now. Before I end this appeal, please like, share, and subscribe for more contents like this. This is a call from PNG Ways fighting against neo-colonialism in greater Melanesian tribes from the mountains of West Papua to the islands of New Caledonia, spreading along the South Pacific Oceans. Happy 50th independence to Papua New Guinea.